Hi, buddy. Um, what completely changed my business with my knives was, God, I got goosebumps, um, because the idea is such a not brilliant. It's just okay, but it's good, and because it works so well. I inverted the idea from the knife. What is a knife for me and why I buy a knife? It is a tool, but in this sense, I just buy tools in my view. So they have to work very nice, and um, they have to be dependable. This in mind, these things are just must-haves. Every product you sell, this have to deliver some must-have quality. It has to deliver the value it is promised to have. So tools have to work. When you I don't know how you do produce a knife. I started to sell good my knives when I started to change the view of the knife. It just doesn't have to deliver the value. It has to deliver the must-haves. It has to deliver more. This was in my view the luxury. To own a knife from me, because all customers they buy a knife from me. They earn them the right to say from themselves they buy a piece of art, and a workable piece of art, and not just a knife what this does its job. This was my best approach, and it works anytime, because the customer becomes more for his money. So he becomes a real value. The value is here, the permeability. This is Google it, permeability. I will write you down again the same when you don't find it. It is a quality that transfers like through a filter. In this way, the knife is the luxury he has for himself, and he buys the knife for his personal collection. So they will spend a lot of money for your knives when you can give them this permeability value that goes through the filter of what is money and what are values. So that was I had the intention to tell you this. Give the people a super valuable piece of art, and not just a knife, and you will sell them to the people. They have the money to sell these luxury products from you. So I hope this was a help for you, because this helps really me. It was my best approach to business for my customers. And the good thing about this intention is when you produce with this approach, you see up front up the people have the money to buy your knives, or they have not the money, because anybody who nags about the quality, they don't have the value to buy, or the intention to buy your knives, because they want to take the money inside their own circle. So you don't want to sell these people your knives. You want to sell the people the knives who look at your knives and, "Oh, what the fuck, dude, that's beautiful. Where you get this from?" And then you can say, "I make them myself, and I produce them for customers who enjoy the luxury." So this was, I had the intention to share this value approach for your knives, because it helps me so a lot. And I had this idea from a good salesman from my biggest from one of our biggest cities we have in Switzerland. And he also told me a really fucking good idea. Oh, excuse me. You produce the knife for, let's say I have a knife I want to sell for 1,000 or 2,000 bucks. He told me you have to produce this knife that it has at least a double of its value. In my eyes. So when I produced the last bigger knives, I produced them for 5,000 or 6,000 pounds in your language, in your currency, language spoken. So, but what I put in effort inside, it was for 6,000, when not for 10,000 pounds a knife. I don't was able to sell them for. For 5,000, but the approach is absolutely different when you have in mind you produce a knife for 10,000 pounds and you want to sell it for 5,000. You find then the people, they have the money for this. It will not happen today or tomorrow, but it will happen in a few weeks or day or a month. But you are. I hope you are inside in this business for the long haul. There are quite a lot of us knifesmiths or blade makers or knife makers. They can sell their stuff for 5 to 10,000 pounds per piece, but you have to be inside for the long haul, and you have to produce for this. I don't know how much time you invest in knives, but you can do a very good quality knives in 30 to 50 hours. My longest haul or my biggest time investment in a knife was about 100 hours. I polished up all parts on the knife. It was a combination of two metals. It was some kind of welded Damascus, but I welded it with thick. I welded two metal parts with thick together. They will not be fusible in another easy process. I could sell this for around 1,500 pounds, but I don't sell it because this is some kind of my masterpiece for me. But when you're planning for the long haul, with in mind, you produce the knife in double its value, and you search the people who want to buy this. You will find them, I'm certain, and change the marketplace. Good luck.